which would also include gov HR.
Second half.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have everything you need?
Yep, okay.
Yeah.
We'll do some
Good, yeah,
Sure.
action.
great.
What's the vote?
Three.
Yeah.
Okay, alright, just wanna make sure.
Alright.
Got it.
Okay. So we will then move on to the sick leave donation sharing program, which is this, our second discussion about this. So I think Trustee Maher had some
Alright.
updates and changes.
So, Assistant Manager Burkhardt had an opportunity to meet with Trustee Maher, and they made some language to clarify, employees who weren't eligible for FMLA leave due to the fact that they haven't been in the organization for 12 months, but meet all other qualifications, would still qualify and participate in the program. Another paragraph was added to provide procedures and how staff communicates sick leave donation requests to make sure that that's clear, for both the employee and the rest of the organization. And then the third was to allow vacation time, not only allow vacation time to be donated and remove sick time as an option to be donated. And this is due to the fact that sick leave as a retirement benefit is different for each employee depending on their start date, because we've changed those benefits over the course of years. And vacation is the only accrual time benefit that is tied to an employee from their start date to departure.
It doesn't, the memo I think was written when trustee Maher, I wasn't at the committee, but talked about sick leave only. So when you read this memo, the fiscal note and the talk about accrual is all about sick leave. Can you adjust this before it gets to the board? I just wanna be very clear.
Sure.
It doesn't talk about vacation accrual and what is today, like that you accrue vacation and we pay out at the end for 100% of vacation accrued if someone is separated from employment. That's big for me. If that's true, then there's no fiscal impact, because you're gonna pay 100% of those hours regardless if you donate or if you pay out at the end. It's just the timing. If you only got, I don't know what the current, I was just talking to Rebecca right before this meeting, but if vacation was only paid out at half, or it was capped at 40 hours, then there's potential fiscal impact. But there's just nothing in this memo that states about vacation. What is the fiscal impact around vacation, and how do we pay out vacation time? It just talks about sick time, because I think that's what originally was in there. So just to be clear, I believe you had said vacation's fully paid out when separated?
With, required notice.
With required notice.
So leave.
Right.
So any vacation that you have earned up until that point would get paid out when you terminated. And reflecting a little bit more on our conversation, you know, one of the only things from a fiscal perspective on the vacation, would be, for example, if, let's say, someone at a different hourly rate was providing
Oh, I
Right.
see.
paid vacation
Right,
versus someone else. So that would be the discrepancy, but you'd never be able to forecast what that would be.
That's fine, as long as you write that in the memo.
Yeah, but that would be something that you would add to the note, but you wouldn't be able to quantify it at this time.
yeah.
So meaning, because they accrue more,
No, it accrues at a different hourly rate.
the payout.
Correct.
Oh, I see, so if you had 10 hours payout at the end, because you're retiring or you're leaving in with notice, your 10 hours, if I was a higher paid employee, would cost the village $80.
Correct.
$8 an hour, and if you were paying it out of lower.
Correct.
Well, either way, it's okay though.
Correct.
Either way, it's a saving. I mean, it would be a savings, because you're donating.
So there's no cap
Here, the pay
on
would be
vacation
better, but we
accrual?
do it.
It doesn't cap at a certain
Oh, no,
point?
unless it's.
Well, no, so vacation employees are not allowed to carry over from each year more than 40 hours. So it's capped at that, and then I've specified that I'd like to see that 40 hours used within the first quarter of the year.
So how do they, so if you can't carry over more than 40 hours,
Yeah, how do you donate?
you're not gonna have all that much to donate.
So it allows
year.
employees, a year, right? So
year.
it allows an
So you're
employee to
tenure.
choose, if they would like to choose and donate a portion of their vacation or not.
The whole balance, so say I was a
Okay.
10-year employee and I have 400 hours.
You can't.
You wouldn't be able to have.
Only 40, right?
Yes.
Every year
Every
starts,
year.
you can
Starts
take
over
40.
Right.
If there is that issue, I have a different problem.
Okay, wait, just so I understand, that's why I asked, 'cause
Cleaned
it's
up those before, but listen.
So you can only retire with a maximum of 40 hours. I mean, you can only separate from employment with a maximum of 40 hours of
No,
vacation.
you may have more, so let's,
Okay.
you know, because it's
So I'm here for
at some
5
point
years,
during the year.
and I've used no vacation. I have 200 hours.
No,
Nope.
at the end of the year,
You have to
If you
only
have
carry
200
over
hours,
40 hours.
you pay them out the 160 and let them carry
No,
the
you
40.
lose it.
But
You don't
if you-
lose that.
So the most you would ever pay out for a person leaving employment on vacation time is 40 hours.
Well, you
Mm.
carry
Yeah.
over 40 in January.
They might
you
have
earn
five.
if
You
you
have
have
200,
200,
You have
earn
240. Let's say left
How
in
do you-
December.
I thought you,
You have-
it wipes it away.
No.
You only
it-
earn up to 40 a year, is that
No.
correct?
No.
Only
no,
carry
you get
over,
more than
only
1
40.
week
No, you're
vacation.
allowed.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, so if you had 6 weeks of
60,
vacation,
right.
okay, I get it.
200
Okay.
hours. Okay, so
I understand.
theoretically,
So if you left in
you're in
December,
December,
you're tired
you could
of
have
So what would be the
200
maximum?
But
hours.
that's the
What is
thing,
the
I mean,
maximum?
sick leave, you could build up a big balance. Why did we say we weren't gonna let people donate sick leave?
Because sick
Sick
leave goes
leave,
away, so.
Sick leave when you retire, like
You don't
when
get
I
it.
retired, I left it a year's worth of sick leave. Somebody got sick, I would've said, hey, here's 3 weeks.
Because it goes away. so
And
the
then
fiscal-
that 3 weeks goes to the employee who would probably be on unpaid leave, which would free up money to hire a temp. That freed up money for the temp would not be there because you'd be paying all this leave that people are transferring because it's limited, somewhat limited.
So the village wouldn't be paying out at the end for that sick leave, but if you transferred it to, if everyone started transferring
And
it.
you're allowed to accrue sick leave, right?
Mhm.
You just keep accruing.
To a
sick
certain
leave.
point.
But you don't get to pay it out when you separate from employment, you don't pay out your sick
Right,
leave.
but I mean, there's a lot less incentive to donate vacation than there is to donate sick leave, for
Right.
sure. So I'm not sure how
Sure.
meaningful the program's gonna be.
Well, unless, I don't know, cause if you have 40 hours carried over and you've earned 6 weeks worth, and you know you're only going on,
Not very many people earn 6 weeks of vacation.
what's the normal, 2?
I don't know about it. I think I haven't looked
How
at it.
much do you get, Leanne?
Yeah, for,
4.
Yeah, I'm like,
so
you people got the
Been
longest.
here for
Oh.
years.
well,
I
no,
don't know.
I mean, there,
Well,
I just gave
police,
out the
right?
20-year
I mean, like,
awards, right, Diane? There was a bunch of them, right?
Yeah.
So
So,
they're probably at 4 weeks, so the
Yeah.
max you would have is
4
5 weeks.
yeah,
Anyway,
Hmm.
I mean, I don't know.
it's hard to take 5 weeks when you're
Isn't
at the
there
top.
an employee organization? Did Tyler talk to some kind of employee representative group?
We have a benefits committee.
Yeah.
But that's been
We've
established.
also discussed it at department head meetings as well as in collaboration with the library. They've, already, I believe, approved, this program, but, at an earlier point in the year. As it was originally.
With sick leave,
Sick
not just
leave.
going
Yeah.
to vacation.
Right, so.
So I think the moral of what is going on is, I 100% support that, you know, when someone's sick, you wanna be able to donate. I'm big on fiscal impact though, so if you could just,
Yeah, we can add something
Yeah.
regarding vacation to that, cause I'm looking at it now and it doesn't say anything.
And if we're
No,
gonna
it
do
just
just
talks about sick leave.
vacation, I wouldn't call it the sick leave donation
Right.
policy, I would just call it leave donation.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't know, personally, I'm okay with staying with sick leave, I mean, I just, well, yeah, I mean,
it just would be a
we
big
all have our
impact.
own opinions, that's
Yeah,
okay.
so currently you get, with sick leave, you get a portion that goes toward health benefits, doesn't it, if you retire?
Yeah, but it's also based upon.
When
at
you're
what-
retired.
When
What
you
level?
started,
So,
your
yeah.
retirement rules have changed.
Right, so going
Before 2012.
Going forward, new employees really aren't gonna get anything out of sick leave.
Right, so
because-
anyone hired after 2012 can no longer receive a financial benefit for their sick accruals once they leave the village for
Right, right,
employment.
so
They can get paid for
yeah.
vacation. That's
Yeah.
strange.
I think you'd be surprised at how many people do donate vacation. I've operated under just a plain vacation,
Sure.
and you'll be amazed at how much time people donate. Some folks don't take it.
Well, when you're at the top, it's hard to I mean, I remember when you get to be
Right.
at management with 4 or 5
Right.
weeks, it's really hard to take off.
Right.
It's just,
The other thing is this program, as you mentioned, doesn't have an hourly rate adjustment where if a senior person who is getting more leave and has a harder time to use their leave, if they're making $60 an hour, and the lower levels, 20, you would convert it to a 3-hour donation. You know, there'd be an adjustment
Oh, in other
for the
organizations.
hourly
That's what
rate
you're
of the donation to the employee that's getting it.
And
But
is
it can
it-
work both
Is it
ways.
just like a
Saying.
pot that you donate to and whoever applies gets it? It's not like you match with someone who needs
No,
it?
you
like
match.
know
You
it has-
match.
You
or
match,
you
you
match
donate
somebody
to
to
it.
it.
Right,
It's not like you
somebody's
could just put
diagnosed
it,
with cancer, you know.
Right.
but it's not like you could just say at the end of the year, I'm gonna give 20 hours, and I'm not gonna, I'd rather
No.
just put it in a
That's to
bank
go
for
to
somebody
a
else.
specific person.
Well, that, yeah, I don't wanna spend much time talking about it, but I mean, I'm okay with
Yeah.
letting people use sick leave, but let's go, I wanna do some of the other stuff on weekends.
Okay.
Is
So
there
I
a
think,
motion?
do you wanna move it forward to full board? The way that it's currently written?
No,
Go
but
ahead.
I'm,
I think the memo needs to be updated a little bit with the fiscal impact, but
And
it's still
and
going
the
full
change to say vacation versus sick.
yeah, not call it sick leave donation.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do you, so you like just
I would-
vacation, what do you like?
I mean,
make a motion.
I think it could, it would be nice for it to be sick leave, but I also have some concerns of the financial impact on it. Just because of how it's accrued, although how many people were hired before 2012 now? Can't be that many.
No, it's the opposite, it's the ones
Sorry,
after.
Well, right, but
Right.
no, that's
Before.
how many people were hired before 2012, I guess, is my
So the-
question. It's not that,
Oh,
because they're the
fiscal
ones
impacts
who
could be the
could,
biggest
if
ones
they
after
leave,
2012.
could cash out their sick time, correct?
They could cash it out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying the fiscal impact comes with those that came mostly after 2012, because we wouldn't be paying out that sick time. And for that employee, say I got hired in 2015, all my sick leave goes away, so the village pays nothing for that.
Oh, I see
And
what
if
you're
I
saying,
donate it, then it,
Right.
So they have more,
So the
they have
fiscal
more
impact to the
incentive to
village-
give it away.
right, they have an incentive to give all their hours,
There's no incentive to keep it.
Right.
whoever's sick, it's like, oh, well, if you're sick, you're even.
But I do think that it's sort of feels like it doesn't, it sort of defeats the purpose. I mean, the purpose is like somebody is in
Yeah.
a really tough
Yeah.
situation where they're, have a really difficult diagnosis. So you can only give them vacation time. I mean, and I suppose if several people are giving them 40 hours, that could get you through, a month's worth of treatment or whatever it may be. But I mean, how many people can do that? I don't know.
It'd be great to know how many people go on FMLA, in a year, over the last 5 years, just because, there are people like in the police department, right, that go out on FMLA, or I just know from the being on the fire board, just because it's more physical and it's not life-threatening like cancer, but you can't distinguish that. And so when they run out, they usually sick. And
Oh, great,
you
okay.
literally.
Or donation,
Friends
yeah.
are
Sure.
tired.
People on comp are on comp,
Right, if they're injured, like on the job.
Yeah, they would be
They're
right.
doing for this board to call right now.
Right.
Will leave donation
Right, you mean if somebody,
tax
like a fire person.
They still are,
Oh.
they have to fill out FMLA.
Yeah,
But they're
And they still can get, and so when they're, that's fine, you get that.
But they, they're
You
on.
can't fire, I'm just saying they run out of, they're still getting paid up to the amount of sick leave they have. And then that's separate than workers' comp, and then if it runs out, they usually, it's usually, I understand for the people that have cancer. Like, I completely understand the moral behind
There you
the legislation.
The other thing is you could adjust this out in the future,
Mhm.
see how it operates. No, I would,
I know, that's my other thought, is I don't wanna throw it away because it's good and trying to get to something
oh,
that
yeah,
is
you
great.
don't want, right.
It might not be perfect, but maybe this is a place to start,
Right.
kind of too, right?
And the sick leave, as we get newer and newer, it's gonna get, the financial impact's gonna get bigger and bigger as you go out from this point, so people have the sick leave.
Let's make
To
some
that
motion.
point, we
So-
could agree to revisit it maybe after a year or two.
Yeah.
Trustee Maher just I mean, I've implemented one of these actually in both organizations. But I think time will tell, and I think that you brought up some really great points that resonated with me in the second review of the policy, so.
So we wanna
Make a motion
move this to full board with a planned review in
I would,
a year?
a year, that would be good, to look at and see how it's implemented.
That's the motion, you can vote no or yes.
How's this, the original draft, I think, had, the library has a unique policy, so is this policy that
The
doesn't
library
address?
does not have a policy yet,
Oh,
so,
it doesn't?
Oh,
no,
I
it
thought
was-
they approved theirs already.
no, the library board, the personnel committee reviewed that, but they've been waiting for the village board to
Oh, okay,
approve that.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
so this initially, yes, Rachel and I drafted this together,
Okay.
and they reviewed it, but they decided to wait.
It's odd that they have separate, but because they have their own budget, right?
Move that.
Approved by one and these are different.
The one that,
which
to
one
move
was
it
the
as
two
it, to
motions?
hold
Oh,
what it
yes,
is
second,
with a view, review in a year.
yes.
Okay, so a motion and a second.
All those in favor? Yeah, it's
Okay.
fine.
Aye.
Great, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, and then the next thing on our agenda, is the agenda management vendor selection, and then just, before we get to that, Sarah had let me know that the appointment for the Elder Service, Advisory Board is going to be deferred, to the next meeting, or?
The next available GP,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so, just for the rest of our time, this evening, we'll start discussing the agenda management, vendor selection.
And the
Yes,
senior
except
resource
you're-
is okay with that?
Already
Yes.
over.
We're in the
Yes.
public first.
Oh, I'm sorry, yes, never mind.
What was the public
Do we
reach?
have a public?
We have
Just the
the
tree?
The selection process.
We have the selection
soon.
process, which
Oh,
we
we have
need
to
to
do
get to.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
was gonna
is,
say,
that
do you
is
want it?
more time sensitive, I think,
Okay.
we need.
Okay, sorry, just kidding, we don't have any more time.
I mean, but that's just kind of a timeline, right? I mean, that's not, your item is, the selection process is just like looking at a timeline.
Primarily, the direction we're looking for is to confirm who will be participating in the selection process itself. Timeline's pretty well set, it's who's gonna be on the interview and selection committee.
I mean, I don't think that was a problem.
Yeah,
Yeah, so for, I think I'd like to talk about agenda management just for a couple minutes. Cause I did look at the websites, I know I didn't get back to you by the time I was supposed to get back to you, but I did look at all their websites, and I really like Granicus's websites a lot better. So, but I don't understand like the cost of the video and who has video and who doesn't, and what the ongoing costs are going to be. So I wanna understand why you guys are recommending Provox.
And I had one question too, that's technical. Are they both in the cloud?
Yes.
So there's no separate server that's proprietary? Okay.
So costs going forward, so part of,